Pencil's down.
Nah,
That's
drop
it.
'em.
Right there. It's
Drop.
a pen. I don't care.
Drop that
Pencil's
pencil down.
It's over.
Down.
That's it.
It's
Thank
over.
you, everybody.
Have a
Ramble
good one, guys.
385.
Good night.
Wow. We
In
did
the
it.
books.
In the books.
Wow.
Probably a top 5 all time.
Felt like it.
I mean,
Felt like it.
right. It,
Really felt
one
like
of those. Emmett Smith said he would like to look back at his games like a painting.
Yeah.
And this is, I think this is probably one of our masterpieces. If we were to,
This is what this felt like. Sometimes you take one of those dumps where you just feel empty inside.
You feel empty,
You just
like
feel like
where do you go from here?
yeah.
Sweet child
Like-
of mine style. Where do
Right,
we
that-
go now?
Right,
Where
just-
do we go?
I'm not hungry, but I'm empty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where do we go?
Where do we go?
Where do we go now?
Now.
Does Axl Rose low-key get credit for just pulling off like a weird Muppet voice and we never even realized he was just
bit,
singing like a
probably.
fucking Muppet the whole time?
A little bit. He could have been part of what's his face's band. What's the doc?
Yeah, Dr.
name of their
Teeth.
band?
No, what's Dr.
What?
Teeth was the real one. Or was it Dr. Teeth?
I think it was Dr. Teeth. What was the name of their
Yeah.
band?
I think it was. And the
remember.
fucking shit. Oh,
And the
man.
ass pluggers. The ass pluggers.
The ass pluggers. Dr. Teeth and the Queefarama. What was the name of the fucking Muppets band? All right, we're looking it up because I don't want to be shamed.
Queefomatics.
The Queefomatics. Are we sure? There it is. Hold on. It says
I'm
Dr.
pretty positive.
Oh, my
It's
God. We
Queefomatics.
need it. First off, we need a T-shirt. It's the greatest name ever. Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem.
Oof.
That's not bad. That's
I like
not bad.
Queefomatics a little bit better. though. I
Queefomatics
do like-
rolls off the tongue better.
a little bit.
But where do we go now? I'll tell you the weirdest Muppet voiced ever was the Bob Dylan country era, like lay, lady, lay across my big breath. You know, he did that kind of stuff, right? Like, what are you doing this on purpose?
Are you
It's
tweaking?
been you know, like, but was he just sticking his dick out? Like, look, I'm the greatest songwriter. Fucking stop me from
Just
singing
throwing
like
it out
this.
there. Just throwing it out.
I dare you to say I should stop singing like this. Right, that fucking. Oh man, there it is.
Mm-mm.
There it is. You
Oh,
know
wait,
what,
wait,
Eddie?
this was Ramble 585.
What's
This was
that?
Ramble 5. This was Ramble 385.
385. We did. I mean, this is
Yeah.
all OT.
Okay.
Ramble
That's a
OT.
good- yeah, well,
you know
yeah,
what?
I know. Yeah, this is all extra for them.
You know what? We're
Sure.
just gonna say fuck it. Look at this. We're not even 3 minutes in. You ready? You ready? You ready? Are you ready?
Sure, I'm ready.
Everybody's talking all this stuff about me. Why don't they just let me live? I don't need permission, make my own decisions. Everyone, that's my prerogative. They say I'm crazy, but I really don't care. It's my prerogative. They say I'm nasty, but I don't give a damn. Getting girls is how I live. Shit. Some ask the question.
That's my prerogative.
My prerogative. That's a fucking. Is
That's a
that
dick slinging song.
It's a
dick
okay.
slinging.
Dick slinging. Can
Yeah.
we talk about my prerogative real quick? And Bob,
Please,
is
let's
that-
break it down.
Okay,
Let's break it down.
Is this our new segment? We're gonna break down. Oh, this is our segment, a new segment where we just break down my prerogative by Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
we could
The
do it
multiple
every
layers.
Ramble. We
of
could
my
do it every
prerogative.
ramble if we,
We could, and
want.
never repeat ourselves.
and never get tired. Never exactly.
That's how
So-
layered my prerogative is.
I agree. Okay. First, does it even count? And
Yeah.
second, do you agree with the ranking? Can we start there?
Okay, sure.
Is it the greatest boy band song of our generation? And then does it even count? Because I think it counts since Bobby Brown got his fame in being in a boy band New Edition.
Sure.
And this was, I believe, one of his first outings after he left New Edition.
This was a solo endeavor.
Solo
right?
album, yes, after leaving New Edition. But what's better? What's better?
To me, only, and I do love my prerogative. Don't get me wrong.
My prerogative.
I mean, one.
Are
one of
you
the
a
lines in
don't
it-
be cruel guy?
I mean, it starts off with "Get busy." I mean,
Get
like
busy.
that's the opening
Hello.
lyric of
Hello.
the song. It's hard
Hello.
to,
How do you stop that?
but I have always been partial to Mr. Telephone Man.
Oh, really? It's
Mr. Telephone Man.
it's a
There's
great
something
one.
wrong with my line.
And
Dial
that
my
was
baby's
that was like
a-
New Edition right out of the fucking gate.
That's what hooked me into New Edition was Mr.
It was-
Telephone Man.
It was, God, that's tough.
It's a good
Because I
one.
love my, but I think Mr. Telephone Man has, it's easier to make that argument because it's officially a boy band who's putting that out.
Sure, you're sure. I mean, the only
Right.
problem is it has aged itself because we don't have landline telephones.
Doesn't
anymore.
matter. Still has a
So-
charm. Still has a charm.
Right.
Now okay. So we're
Mr.
gonna say
Telegraph Man.
because Mr. Now Mr. Passenger Pigeon Man, like if
Mr. Smoke Signal Man.
if we if
Yeah.
we're calling that number one, because that's probably my favorite New Edition song too. And as far
Yeah.
as boy bands of our generation, I don't see how it tops New Edition. Now I know you hate Poison by Belle Biv DeVoe, but I don't even know does Belle Biv
Can't.
DeVoe count as a boy band, or had they already matured at that point? Had they already matured past
were
boy
men.
band? They were
They
men.
they were a men band. They were a man
They were
band.
men, and then you could also argue that My Prerogative was that's a man singing that.
That's a man. That's a grown
Okay,
man.
so then what is number two? Is it Hanging Tough by New Kids on the Block? Oh, hang. Like, I hate to give them anything.
I do too, but that song is a guilty pleasure. That is one of those
Same.
songs where you're like, if anyone's
Oh.
looking, I'm not gonna bob my head to it. But if I'm alone, I'm like,
Oh, Bob. Oh, Hanging Tough.
right.
That was a fucking jam.
yeah.
I hate to say
Yeah.
it. That was a fucking jam.
I'll never admit it to other people outside of you, outside of Rebel Nation. But
Rebel Nation.
But I will. But that was a jam.
Now, does
Revelation.
Debbie Gibson win the kid female? Does she hold the female belt? The women's championship. Is a women's championship held by Debbie Gibson? I don't know who else it could be. I don't know who else it could be back then in that generation. I don't know who else you could.
I mean, you had Belinda Carlisle. How old was she? Was she
Nah,
older?
she was a woman because then she was
was
in
a
a
woman,
fucking
wasn't
punk
she?
band with the Go-Go's.
That's right. That's right.
So
That's right.
now,
I guess it would have to be
as
Debbie
far
Gibson,
as
right?
as far, and then the only problem with Belinda Carlisle is, yes, Heaven is a Place on Earth is a tremendous song, but at this point,
Yeah.
you're swinging against the Bangles, you're swinging against Cyndi Lauper, Madonna.
It's
you're not
tough.
winning that. You're not
Sheena
getting.
Easton.
Sheena Easton, my
Ooh.
baby takes the morning train to fucking Miami Sound Machine. Come on, baby, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control.
That 50-year-old woman from Mickey. He's so fine.
Mickey,
You
Tony
blew my
Basil.
mind.
And
Tony
then,
Basil.
of course, you got, to me, the one who beats all of them as far as voice and music, and that's Whitney Houston. He ain't fucking.
Oh yeah, yeah. You ain't
I
touching
mean,
Whitney.
if you, I mean, if you have Whitney Houston, Madonna,
Uh-huh.
Cyndi
Yeah.
Lauper, that's the heart of the order.
Sheena
That's
Easton.
the
Don't throw some
No,
respect on
okay,
Sheena
sure,
Easton.
but
Throw some
that's your-
respect on Sheena.
that's your murderer's row right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whitney, Madonna, Lauper, Easton.
Pat Benatar. Bobo.
Where does she? Right, Pat Bennett. Where? That's what I'm saying. Is where does Belinda Carlisle? Is she in that lineup, or is
No,
she
I
your
don't think
designate? Is
she-
she? Is
She's
she
off
even
the
a
bench.
DH?
She's six man. She's
right?
a six man. I think
She's
six woman.
man.
Sixth woman. I think she's not.
Okay,
Yeah,
if
she's not
it's
on the starting lineup.
basketball, who's your starting?
She's not on the court at tip off. That's all.
No, jump ball. It's Whitney Houston, Madonna, Cyndi Lauper, Sheena, and are we giving it to Benatar?
I think you gotta give it to the old Benz.
I think it's the Benz. I think you're right. I think it's Madonna. Yeah, it's Whitney Houston, Madonna, Lauper, Easton, Benatar. That's
Benz,
your
yeah. I
the
think.
Benz.
I mean, wait. Well, are we doing '80s women?
Yeah,
Cause fucking Tina Turner.
Tina Turner. But to me, Tina Turner's your coach. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
She's,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah,
got
I
the
see.
way. She's coming up with the play.
Right, that's right. She's
that's
over
the
there.
legacy.
She's the coach. She's
She's
got her
the
hair
coach.
slicked back. She's Riley.
Right.
Yeah.
70s, she's the player coach.
Right.
No question. 70s Tina
Yeah.
Turner,
She's
she's
just-
player coach.
She didn't have the
60s,
knees for
70s.
it anymore. She
Right.
didn't have the knees
right,
for it anymore.
Exactly. Well, she probably
the
did
80s.
actually.
probably
She
did.
probably did.
So
But
them legs.
probably. Yeah. Actually, or either she's a coach or Turner's your first one off the bench, and what the fuck do you do then?
Dude. Then I think
What do
Belinda
you do
Carlisle's
then?
buying a ticket. Belinda Carlisle's
Right.
buying a
She's
ticket
just here
at that
there to
point.
watch. He's there to watch. Because okay, here's what I think you. Okay, let's pretend because let's just say Tina Turner off
Sure.
the bench. Suzanne,
Right.
we'll give it to Hoffs from the Bengals, right? So
Okay.
it's Turner, Hoffs, right?
Yeah.
Are we good so far?
I so far.
Belinda Carlisle,
Okay.
Joan Jett, dude. Joan Jett is coming off the bench.
Fuck,
Joan
dude.
Jett.
That's a
Lita
deep bench.
That's a deep
Lita
bench.
Ford.
We got
Lita
Lita
Ford.
Ford. We got fuck. And
Ooh.
then
Ooh.
at the tail end of
Ooh.
the 80s, you got Salt and
Ooh.
Pepper. You got fucking Queen
Ooh.
Latifah. Like, what do you? Who's stopping them? It's a hell of a lineup,
Dude, yeah, that's a deep bench. It's a deep bench.
I mean, I don't know what else you do. That's unstoppable. That's unstoppable. Well, this is Ramble 385, Eddie.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew that.
This is the OT of Ramble 385.
Sorry, God, I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
You're there.
This
to
is what
remind
they
me.
pay the extra money for per episode.
in the Patreon, the Ramble Patreon.
This is the
Ramble
$500
Patreon.
level to get the OT of Ramble.
I'm sorry to do this because we've been having so much fun, but these fucking people.
We just talked to these people yesterday. We just talked to these fucking people yesterday.
You would think. Ramble at the Ramble
Ramble
Pod.
Radio 399.
You would think. Twitter at Podcast Ramble 1, Instagram Podcast Ramble, the Ramble TU on YouTube, our T Public merch page. We're still stuck at 143 5-star ratings. Zach
You know what's
Dahlem is still your king with the positive attention.
The Dahlem.
I mean,
the
good
Dahlem,
on
he's
Zach.
holder-
Good on Dolls.
He's
The
holder
Dahlem
of the Dahlem Cup.
The Dahlem Cup is firmly his.
Is it getting to the point where we're going to have to create fake accounts and start giving our own selves 5-star ratings and positive?
Are we have to be that sad? Are we gonna have to be?
Are we going to have to do that?
Are they gonna force us to demean ourselves like that?
To do
Are
that?
they gonna force us? Are
I'll
these
do it.
fucking people?
I'll do
Are
it.
these fucking people gonna force us to demean ourselves to make us sink down and do that? Are they gonna
and rate
force
our
that?
own fucking show?
And then and then are we done after that? Does it affect us so much that we can't carry on like we normally do?
I don't know
and
how
then,
you can. I don't.
Right. I mean,
I don't know. We're at a
it's
crossroads
tough
here, I think.
We're at a massive crossroads. Massive. Now, Eddie, it's time for our game and toy of the week. Is that okay if I spring that on you like this?
Yeah, sure. I got to go grab mine. If you want to
Go
yours.
now. Go
And
now.
then I go grab mine.
Yes, go grab yours, and I will. I'm gonna reach behind because I know what it is. I just don't. My problem, gang, is I'm sorry. My problem, you fucking people, is Oh, I do have it. Okay, I do have a physical copy. All right, great. So, okay, I can do this. I have a physical copy. So I'm going game. I'm gonna go game.
You go game. I'm going toy.
I'm going
I
game.
just got my
You're going
toy.
toy? Oh, shit.
You go
All
game.
right. Okay, you ready?
Okay. Yeah, go for it. It's all you.
Fucking painfully difficult, but I'm going to say it, a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
I started playing this on my stream, Retro Rocha, kicking Twitch.
Okay.
Why am I telling him? You think these fucking people are going to go
Are
subscribe
they going
to
to
that?
give it a positive text review and a 5-star
right?
rating?
Are they going to go
Are they?
subscribe to my Twitch, to my Kick, to my YouTube stream? Are they going to even fucking do that, these fucking people? Right there.
Gremlins 2.
The new batch. You would think it's based on a movie. It's going to fucking suck.
That's usually the kiss of death.
It did not. It has been
Wow.
really fucking good.
I don't
Hard
remember
as
that
shit.
game.
Hard as shit.
Is
but
Hulk
really
Hogan in
fucking
it?
good.
Is Hulk Hogan in it?
We need to talk about this. No, but we need not yet.
Okay,
But we
well,
need to talk about this
I'm
because first off, I just beat the Electric Gremlin. It was very
nice.
very intense. So, but I'm gonna go Gremlins. It's a fucking gem on the NES. If you're a classic game, if you're a retro game person and you haven't checked this out, I highly recommend you check out Gremlins 2, made by Sunsoft, who made the excellent Batman game, kind of based off the movie, but not really. Excellent.
Did you
excellent.
did you pick this up at that Pacoima?
I
Game
didn't go.
swap?
I ended up not going to that retro game.
You didn't
fest.
go.
I missed
You
it. I
didn't
should have.
go.
Pomona. The
Pomona.
Pomona one. I didn't even
Pomona.
fucking go. You believe that? What's wrong with
Wow.
me? I didn't even
You know what? You're so distraught by not getting 5-star ratings and positive text reviews from Ramblers.
These
Where's the
fucking
joy in
people-
anything in life? Where's
Right,
the joy in
they're kind
anything
of
in life?
shattering all of it. But yes, Gremlins 2 is so fucking good. All right, Eddie. Give it to me. Give
Okay,
it
now
to me one more time.
Now, you know, as Bobby Brown would say, let's get busy.
Let's get busy.
Get busy. You know, we're both avid collectors of the Marvel Legends.
We're big
Sure.
fans. We're big fans.
I
Even
have
though all we did was kiss their ass, and one guy complains, and they gave him like $800 worth of free shit at Comic-Con.
He gets the free shit at Comic-Con. We actually gave them ideas. I'm not going to say it, but
we gave
we
a
were
lot
there in
of
2019. We mentioned a
I-
particular set.
And guess what came out? Guess what came out?
A year later.
Fucking later. You could look at the tape. Go back and look.
Go back.
We're like, you know what? Y'all
we
need to make the
documented
Hellfire Club. You need to make the fucking Hellfire Club. Okay.
Year later,
Okay.
comes out in a box set at 2020 Comic-Con.
Did they hand us one?
Did
Nope.
we get one?
Nope. This other fucking guy tells them they suck, and they give him free
And then they
shit.
get it. That's what it takes. I
Fucking
guess.
brutal.
Anyway, we
we're not
love you, Marvel Legends, even though it's not reciprocated.
Right. It's boy are we.
It's a
fucking-
one-way street. We get it.
We are
get
we
it.
fools? We are suckers.
get it.
We are suckers for you.
And so,
Anyway.
because of that, I'm a Marvel Legends. You're a Marvel Legends. I rarely dabble. My loyalties lie with Marvel Legends, but I rarely dabble in the DC McFarlane
Right.
multiverse line.
I'm with you.
But every once in a while, I'll see
They have a
figure,
banger.
and I'm like, fuck, dude, you guys nailed that one. You knocked
got a
that
banger.
one out of the
Yep.
park.
Yeah.
And I've, the first superhero I ever remember reading is Superman. Superman was my introduction to superheroes.
Like all of us. Absolutely.
All of us, right? And later on, they've manipulated and changed his colors. They've darkened up the blue. They've got rid of the red underwear. They've bastardized the original Superman. Well, McFarlane just came out with this beauty of a Superman
Oh, look at this.
in the
That's
powder
a great
blue.
that's the greatest
powder
Superman
blue.
figure I've ever seen in my life.
The emblem is perfect. He's even
That's
got
the
the
greatest-
hair curl. Look
That's
at
the
that.
greatest Superman I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I had
That's
to
the
buy. And
greatest Superman.
I rarely buy because I'm again Marvel Legends. If you're listening, I'm loyal to you, even though it's not reciprocated.
No, maybe we should start buying DC shit and then they'll give us free shit.
Maybe I start doing these more often. Maybe I try to
Right.
collect the Justice League. with
Fucking,
these
you
guys.
give the fucking guy who shits on you free shit. We'll just
But
go
look at
buy from
this.
somebody else. God damn.
Look at that.
God
Fucking-
damn.
It's not the dark blue. He's got the red underwear on. He doesn't have some weird S.
Right.
That's just perfect.
You know what
That's
that
the
makes
Superman I
me-
remember from my youth.
You know what I think of when I see that? Instantly. Dun, da, 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 dun, da, da, dun, dun, da, 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 dun, da, da.
Perfect.
Fuck.
It's a beautiful
You know, this is this.
creation of Superman.
Can I say I think the greatest superhero score ever, better than Elfman's Batman, is Williams, the Superman theme, and then
It's my favorite John Williams theme.
the bum ba 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 that one da 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 fucking great.
I mean, I love Star Wars. I love Indy. I love Jaws.
yes.
But Superman is a notch above all of
Bum,
them.
bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, da, 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 da. Fucking great. The only one I think might be better of his is E.T. That's it. It's the only
E.T.
one
is
I
a-
might put up there.
Fucking Jurassic Park's a fucking banger.
Jurassic Park is great.
It's hard,
Oh,
man. He's got
It's
fucking hit after hit.
hit after fucking hit.
Hit after
Hit after
fucking
hit.
hit.
Oh God. He also wrote the
I mean-
score for Dolomite. Nobody knows that.
Yeah. Nobody
All
knows
the
that.
music from Dolomite.
Nobody knows that. And you can ass fuck to any of those.
Any of them. He wrote, and here we are together, lying side by side.
That's all John Williams. No one knows
I
that.
feel the magic of your life.
It's his fucking. He writes it under a different name.
No, he did it under his, but he broke up with his agent because his agent demanded he should put a different name. He's like, "Oh fuck you, then we're not working."
I'll put my
together.
name on this. I'm putting my name.
Put
on
my name
this.
on this. This is my. I feel the magic of your love. So Eddie,
Ugh,
I hope.
yeah.
Are you sitting down for this?
I am seated.
Finger blast song of the day. Here we go. Finger blast. Wait a minute. Gumbo Love is driving me
Oh,
mad.
what?
It's making me crazy. Gumbo Love. All right, we're gonna have a short but sweet Gumbo Love on this one.
Okay, I like it.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do cult leaders.
Cult leader. Okay.
Charles Manson.
Mans.
Mans. Chuck.
Mans.
Chucky.
Hey, man.
Mans.
Chucky Mans. Chucky Mans.
Chuck
Chucky
Mans.
Mans. Chucky Mans.
So just fucking all the women wasn't enough for you, pal?
Huh? How'd you get the people to kill for you, huh? Huh, Chucky Mans? How'd you
Chuck Manson. Getting pussy wasn't enough. Needed more. Had to get more. Just having a bunch of dumb hippie chicks suck your cock didn't
not
do
enough?
It. Needed
Didn't
more.
make you happy? Didn't make you happy deep down inside? Chucky Mans?
Oh fuck. Jim Jones.
Ooh.
That might be where he has to add one. Jonesy.
Jonesy. Might have to be a Jonesy.
Jonesy.
Jimmy J? Jim J's?
Jim J.
Jim J? How'd you
Father never hugged you, did he, Jim J? Never got a hug from Dad, did you, Jim J?
Why not popsicles? Why not popsicles? You didn't want to go with the popsicles?
A little more fun than Kool-Aid, I think. Go out with a bit more of
I mean, you could have used the Kool-Aid, but just, frozen them. Jim
more
J.
of the smile there, Jim J. All right, here we go. David Koresh.
Resh?
I'm thinking Reshi. I'm thinking Reshi. Reshi. Really think you're Jesus there, pal?
Reshi?
Really think you're Jesus, huh? Yeah, really. Just kind of think you're another Jesus. What are you doing? I hate to break it to you, pal, but Jesus didn't fuck any 12-year-olds in the Bible.
He didn't sling a dick to kids.
Didn't dick sling the children.
Reshi. Dick sling the kids, Reshi.
So one time you fucked up the Christ thing, pal. You didn't sling dick to children. There, Resh. All right. The Heaven's Gate guy, Marshall Applewhite.
Ooh.
Whitey.
Appy?
Apps?
Whitey?
Whitey. Why, suicide not enough? You had to cut your dick off?
So, no balls, huh? No balls?
No balls.
No balls. Aliens didn't want you to have balls? The aliens didn't want you to have balls? No carry-on? No carry-ons allowed? No carry-ons allowed on the spaceship?
What about these aliens that didn't appreciate ball sex? What about where they were against that? Was that like the guys in Signs? Instead of water, it was nutsacks that hurt them, so you had to get rid of your nutsacks before you...
How surprised were you when you got to the spaceship that they wanted to have a teabag party? And
they were okay with nuts. A little bit of a prank they pulled on you guys, didn't you? A little bit of a prank. They got one over
gotcha moment,
on you, didn't they? Well, gotcha moment. Oh, fuck. Whitey's. Oh, what a Gumbo Love, huh?
Wow,
what a Gumbo Love.
Good one.
Now, it's time.
Sure.
Are you sitting down?
I'm seated again.
Finger blast.
Still haven't stood up. Haven't stood up.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Finger blast song of the day. Finger blast song of the day.
Okay.
Do you want to go first? Do you have one? Do you want?
I have one. I can go first. I think I'll go first this time. Sure.
Okay, I like it.
A little bit outside of the normal pace and tempo for what we consider a finger blast song. Last time I think I went with Lionel Richie. But this is almost the complete opposite. I'm doing a Lita Ford's "Kiss Me Deadly."
Oh God.
It's a hot and heavy finger blaster. It's
that is a. Whoo.
You're just.
Whoo.
You're not doing too much over the clothes stuff. It's just sort of lick it and stick it in. It's just sort of ready or not, here I come. Sort of a finger blast song. We're not working our way into this. I went to a party one Saturday, and you're in. You're in.
Kiss me once, kiss me twice, kiss me and that's it.
Hey, kiss me deadly. You get two kisses and I'm in.
That's it.
Kiss me once, kiss me twice, deadly. You get 2 kisses and I'm going for it.
and you're in.
Great in a bathroom at a house party.
Oh, come on.
When there's limited time.
You know what dude, that's a you really pulled a classic. I'm going to go with a little more traditional finger banger, Eddie.
Sure.
Styx, Babe.
Ooh.
Babe, I'm leaving.
Ooh.
Must be on my way. The time is drawing near. Right? But
That's
I'll
a great
be
one.
lonely without you. I need your love to see me.
Especially if you're like 18, getting ready to go to college at the end of the summer.
Come on.
And your sophomore year high school girlfriend you're still dating her. And you're getting ready to jam fingers into a underage out in the parking lot of a county fair.
Let me tell you, it's the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. Let me tell you something. We can peel back the curtain. I won't name names, but senior year in high school, our prom.
Yeah.
One of my classmates, senior, brought her a date.
Okay. Oh.
His dude was like 25.
Oh, why'd he go?
He looked miserable. Like
you. That wow.
We were all just like, wait, what the fuck is happening?
No, there's a 1 year max.
Right. There was a few of those guys who were dating the girl
you could bring a college freshman, or if you were a senior, you could bring a junior.
That's it.
Like there's a 1 year.
That's it. Right. There was college freshmen. There are a couple of college freshmen who were still dating the same person they dated when they were seniors and they were juniors. And now that they were seniors, they were still there. They came for the prom. This dude was like 25. I felt, it was just like, I didn't feel bad for him because he's kind of a fucking creep, kind of giving that vibe.
Well, he went to a prom.
The ball's on him to be like, fuck it, I'm going to prom.
No, that's where you go, hey, babe, just go with your friends. I'll sit this one out. You have fun.
You go have
I'll meet up with you after the dance.
Was he scouting? Why else would he go to a prom?
What else? Why else would you go?
He's scouting.
It's a combine. It's the NFL combine for that guy. He's there. He's with a stopwatch. He's got a stopwatch and some cones. He's running drills, man.
The prom was the NFL combine. Oh God. Okay, that's the title.
Checking out the next class coming up.
Collins and whistles.
He's got him in the parking lot doing shuttle runs.
Oh fuck! Oh shit! That's fucking great.
He's handing them bottles of chocolate milk. He's like, no, shake that up for him. Shake up that Yoo-hoo. I'm gonna see how you shake up a Yoo-hoo. Shake up that Yoo-hoo. I'm gonna see how you shake it. Okay, suck on this lollipop. I'm gonna see how quick it takes you to get to the center of that Tootsie Pop.
All right. Okay, we're gonna start peeling bananas. Everybody get these bananas.
All right, everybody get a banana. Oh, you get two bananas. I like you.
All right. Okay, this will we're marking her 2 bananas. She shot up the board. She shot up. She's like Michael Penix. She's just fucking shooting up now. Just shooting.
Oh, you're eating a banana and shaking up a Yoo-hoo. Okay.
Okay, that's okay. Well, all the rest of these bitches can go home.
If I call your name, step forward. If you don't hear your name, you can leave.
Oh, that motherfucker!
He just fucking shows up with a bushel of bananas and Yoo-hoo.
Oh, fuck. All right. The sugar, the water's here, the Kool-Aid packet's here. Who can make Kool-Aid the fastest with their right hand? Who can do this the quickest?
Oh, fuck. Whew.
Whew.
Again. Example, I don't know, 234 of the greatest podcast of all time.
There it is. There it is. My God. So, by the way, that brings me now, Eddie, to now that we've gotten finger blasting out of the way, and brilliantly, I may add.
Sure, absolutely.
Now we go to the done dirty or the right move.
Okay.
And I'm going to bring to you the story, Eddie, if you're okay with this,
Sure, please bring
of
it.
the departure of Dennis DeYoung from the band Styx.
Okay. Okay, tying into your
So,
Finger Blast song. Got it.
right, I had to try to make it a theme here.
Very
So,
thematic.
first of all, Tommy Shaw, great guitarist,
Yeah.
was already done with Styx after the fucking Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto, Domo, right? They were like, apparently everyone in the band hated that fucking album except for Dennis DeYoung. He was like, no, we got to do this. Now,
Right.
I'm sorry to be the one who say this, but he wasn't wrong. It was a fucking huge hit. That was a huge song, was it not?
I mean, most people know Styx because of Mr. Roboto.
And a lot of people want to make fun of it. Okay, but hey, man, that shit got him paid, baby.
Yeah,
that shit made him fucking money. So there's that. And then he leaves Styx after that. Then, because they were kind of in limbo, right? When Shaw leaves, right? So he goes a little solo. Then they reunite in the early 90s. Right. Without Tommy Shaw still like, nah, I ain't coming back to this shit.
Right.
So here's where it makes you wonder. So
Done Dirty,
they break up again, they reunite again, and I think this was around 99, okay?
Okay.
So they're working on a studio, and in the studio they're working on a new album, and then DeYoung's physical health, he gets pretty sick. He had like a really bad flu, damaged eyes, he claimed, from a fever. It was causing him sensitivity to bright lights, heavy fatigue. And the other, I guess, the big three of Styx. So Tommy Shaw's back now, right?
Yeah.
So the big three of Styx, I think, would be James Young, Dennis DeYoung, Tommy Shaw. Right?
Okay.
And Young and Shaw are like, dude, we cut this record. We got to go. We got to go tour. We have to tour. And DeYoung's like, no, I need like 6 months to recover from the flu.
Sure.
And so they were just like, all right, we'll see you, man. Dumped his ass, got a sound alike, and they go on tour. So, and then he sued them all to try to keep the name of the group, and it didn't work out, of course. The group kept the name Styx. I think he was able to say, like, Dennis DeYoung plays the music of Styx.
Right.
All that shit. So, what do you think? Was he done dirty, or was that the right move? And if this helps with how they feel about Dennis DeYoung, Tommy Shaw had famously said he didn't think a reunion with Styx and Dennis DeYoung was realistic, saying we're crazy, but we're not insane. So,
I just hearing you explain it to me, I'm thinking had to be done.
I am 1,000% in agreement with you, because I believe at the point that it happened, if I'm not mistaken, the tour was already booked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so now there are crew members who are going to be out of job. There are roadies. You know what I mean? Like all that shit. Yeah. The road crew, the lighting guys, all
hundreds of people are involved in this.
Are now like, well, fuck, we don't have a job now. And I think it sucks, but I don't know why he couldn't have just been like, fuck, yeah, okay, you're right. Yeah. Go do this. And then when I get better, I rejoin the tour. Right? Something. I come back. I mean,
it's just because it was so far along. It's just.
I think so too. It's tough. Like, what are you gonna?
When you first hear it, if you just hear the headline, it seems like done dirty.
Right.
But if you read the story, you're like, had to be done.
He was responsible for at least all their big ballads, right?
Yeah.
Like Tommy Shaw kind of was their more hard rocking stuff, I guess, right? But man, I think it's the right move.
I think it had to be done.
I think it has to be the right move. It had to be done.
Yeah.
It's tough, but I'm with you. I'm gonna say he was not done dirty. I'm going to
I
say
think it had to be done.
now he will probably go to his grave saying he was done dirty.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, if you're
But-
him, I can see where you think you're being done dirty. But I think from the outside perspective, you're like, well, no, this
Had to be done.
unfortunately had to be done.
Had to be done.
Had to be done.
Had to be done. Yeah, word.
Now on the now to flip this real quick and just
Yeah.
this is a really quick impromptu done dirty
Okay,
or had
yes.
to be done.
Yes.
But in lieu of we just witnessed Sting's final match in AEW.
Yep.
He had one match in WWE against Triple H,
Yeah.
and Triple H beat him.
Yeah,
Now was he done dirty in that call, or that had to be done? Did
Had to
Triple
be
H
done.
have to beat Sting
Had to be done.
in that
Had to be done.
WrestleMania?
Yes, I
sort
agree.
of-
No, I think he did. Had to be done.
To
You know
assert
why?
final dominance of WWE over WCW?
You had to. That was the whole point. It's like, look, we won. We won the Monday Night War. Now you think, okay, well, at least give Sting the match, right?
Right.
But here's why I think it was the right move. Because as great as it was when DX came out,
Yeah.
and I think this is why it was the right move, because I don't care about what I love the most. My fondest memories of that match are Sting grabbing the bat.
Yeah.
Huge pop when he picked up the bat,
Sure.
and the NWO coming out. That was
Yeah.
the biggest pop of the night of that match. That was the biggest pop when you hear "Bana," and then Hall, Nash, and Hogan come out.
Yeah.
So I think they won the showmanship of it, and I think that's all that mattered. Does that make sense?
Well, if
I
you look at
think-
wrestling as pure showmanship, who won the show?
Right, they won the show.
Yeah, they
WCW
won
won the show, and that's all. So I think right move to have him take the job to Triple H, because they already won the show. They already won it. That was the pop of the night. Was Sting with the NWO taking on DX? That was it. So I think they won it, and I also think that that they definitely. Because I remember one of the things I chose that time I met Scott Hall. Here's why I feel that way, because he said you have to, if you're going to maintain your swagger as a wrestler, especially as a heel, right? But he goes, anytime. He goes, and it was interesting because we had one major philosophy back then.
Yeah.
And always, really. And it was, even if you lose on the pay-per-view Sunday, you come walking out Monday night like you won. That's it. You just you never not have that swagger, even no matter what happens. And so that's why I think that's more important than the outcome, is the show, is winning the show. And I think they won the show.
I mean, I see your argument, but I still I can't bring myself to say he wasn't done dirty, just because you could have put him up against.
Should have gotten the pin.
I mean, he came back, did that match, and the following year he was put in the Hall of Fame. I think that's the way it worked out, or was he put in the Hall of Fame that year? One of those years, I forget.
It was very close. Yeah,
it was very close. It just felt like, all right, Triple H, you really have to get the pinfall over Sting. You married the daughter of the owner of the company. You've been given you put the title on yourself 14 times, 13 times.
You won.
You've already won. Sting is. It just felt like, okay, Sting, you can come do a match. We'll put you in the Hall of Fame, but we're beating you. It just felt, and at the time we didn't know there was no AEW. We didn't know he was going to go to AEW and wrestle for another however long he
5, 10 years. That could have been it.
And do what he did. That could have been his final match. And at the time, probably was his final match.
Well, no, remember he actually left because he got hurt with Seth Rollins. Remember that?
That's right.
So so he was. I think that's why I don't think they expected the injury to happen. So I would not be surprised if they had plans of putting the belt on him at one point, but he got injured and then his contract came up and he bolted for AEW. But I think that's why I still stick with right move, because again, they won the show, and I wouldn't be surprised if, had the injury not happened against Rollins, had they they were going to give him the title. They were going, you know what I mean? They were going to do.
Yeah, they're going to give him a little run.
Something. Yes. Now,
I don't know. It just, the way it works out, it just feels done dirty. But
yeah,
that's just.
I mean, I think the biggest what if in all of wrestling is it's not even Austin Goldberg. It's not Hogan, young Hogan, young Sting. To me, it's Sting Undertaker. Imagine that, Hell in a Cell in like '97. How fucking
both of them at like the peak of their powers. Yeah,
both just put the Goths in there. Let the fucking Goths go at it. The Battle of the Goths. That would.
I mean, you would have thought about it. Like, had somehow McMahon and Bischoff been able to communicate in, say, like 1998, 1999, when, when you had, Crow, Sting, right? 1999, 2000, and Undertaker at the peak of his, power before he became the American Badass or whatever the stupid thing that was, when he was the corporate ministry.
Yeah.
And somehow they were able to like do a joint pay-per-view and have those two battle in a Hell in a Cell match. They would have made $1 billion.
It would have been the biggest
$1 billion.
Biggest thing ever. Oh, fuck.
You could have put that in the largest arena or largest stadium in the country.
No question. That sells
sold
out.
It out.
That sells out anything in 5 seconds. No question. Oh, man. Well, that was a great done dirty or the right move. So we agree on Dennis DeYoung and Styx.
Yeah.
We barely disagree on Triple H Sting.
I just can't. It just seems dirty to me. But
yeah, I get it. I just think since they won the night, it didn't matter.
They did. Sense. But yeah.
Now, Eddie, I'm springing another one on you.
Oh.
Now, by the way, we've teased it. We're going to do the Darkest Hour next Ramble 385.
Yeah.
And it will be the Gremlins franchise.
Oh.
And I know what mine is. I know there's just 2 movies and some video, but I already know what it is. And I'll just wait.
I have 2 moments, and they both come from the second movie.
Now, wait. Do we go ahead and do it now? And do we just say, fuck it, we'll figure something else out for the next Ramble? Why not,
We
right?
can do that. Sure.
Who's stopping us, Eddie? Who's stopping us?
The cats aren't around.
No.
Ramble Corporate's not around.
I'm going to give you... Go ahead. What's yours? What's your Darkest Hour for the Gremlins franchise?
I mentioned it earlier, is Hulk Hogan in Gremlins 2.
Yes, right.
When Hulk Hogan broke the fourth wall in Gremlins 2.
No, I'm sorry. That was one of the greatest moments. Watching that, I loved it. Just the fact that the absurdity of it, where Hulk Hogan is sitting in a movie theater in the full-on outfit. And he's like, what? Gremlins are in the theater. And he cuts a promo on the Gremlins. I can't even begin.
I see your argument, but to me, it's a fine line between the greatest moment in Gremlins history and the Darkest Hour. And the fine line runs right through Hulk Hogan. Because as it could be also your favorite moment from Gremlins 2, but also the point where the franchise took a turn that it could not come back from.
No. Because you're already accepting that there's a gremlin with fruits and vegetables growing out of him. You're already accepting that. No, at this point, that's why I think Gremlins 2 is a fucking underrated masterpiece.
Well, it's a comedy compared to the horror film that Gremlins was.
But see, I don't even think Gremlins, I've had this argument, I don't even think Gremlins is a horror film. I think Gremlins is a dark comedy. The first one, how they kill the fucking old lady with the motorized fucking, it is a dark slapstick comedy. I don't think if you watch Gremlins again, and let me tell you something else. Let me tell you who got done fucking dirty. Phoebe Cates should have been nominated for Best Supporting Actor for that scene where she holds it together and has you believe that her father being stuck in the chimney dressed like Santa and died was...
It's one of the all-time great monologues in cinema.
Because it's fucking hilarious, and she plays it straight. And go back and watch Gremlins again. That thing is an absolute takedown of the Norman Rockwell American life and neighborhood. That's all it is, and I think it's done so fucking... I don't even think there's anything scary about. It's all funny. And so what I love about part 2 is they just said, you know what? We're going to take the excess of the 80s, all that, and we're just going to mash it in with our making fun of everything movie. And we're just doing it. Like it was... I thought it made fun of sequels. I thought it did everything... right. I'm telling you, man, Gremlins 2, The New Batch, that I think is like, the fact that they're like, hey, why don't we have Gizmo just to be Rambo? He's going to make a bow and arrow. He's going to put the fucking red bandana.
Put the fucking thing on.
Like, it was great. I thought it made fun of the excess of 80s popcorn cinema, if that makes sense. I thought
True,
it made
but to me, it take as much as you can enjoy Gremlins 2, it ended the franchise. You can't go past
but I think
you can't go past Gremlins 2.
It was it should. That's all you need. But I think it was also just painfully misunderstood. I thought Christopher Lee was a great fucking evil scientist, and I thought, who's his fucking face? The Odd Couple guy. He was the best villain as the super smart gremlin. Like where he's like, and remember when he shoots the one in the head? Boom! Now you see that's uncivilized. He's a better Joker than anyone else. He was fucking. It was. I'm telling you, dude. And then
what is your darkest hour?
As far as badass goes,
yeah,
that spider gremlin, it might be the coolest monster in movie history. Remember that? That spider gremlin was it. And then
what about the hot gremlin? What about the hot gremlin? That's
the funniest ending where like the dipshit asshole is just like, you know what? I'm fucking her.
I'm gonna fuck a gremlin.
He just gives in. He's just like, nah. All right, I'll fuck. Like that was Gremlins 2 is a fucking. I'm telling you, that has to. We gotta Good Willow hunting this. We got a Good Willow hunting this with Cody. We have to.
All right.
Now.
What's your darkest hour then?
It's in Gremlins 2, but
okay.
Did you ever rent it when it came out on home video?
I don't know if I rented it or I saw it on HBO. I forgot. I think I saw it on HBO. I don't think I rented it.
When you rented it, I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe they did this.
Yeah.
They got rid of the Hogan scene.
Really?
That was the darkest hour. So I was watching it, and I was telling my cousin because he didn't see it in the theater, and I was so excited because I saw it like 3 times. I loved it, and I told my cousin, I'm like, wait, look, it's gonna be the funniest thing. And instead of the film burning, they make it look like a VHS cassette. And they shot a whole new thing. And there's like these gremlins with like cowboy hats on, and it's this awful John Wayne impersonator voiceover going, "Look, you little gremlin amigos, better put the movie back." And I was like, "Oh, what have they done?" I was like, "What? What are you
I
doing?"
never saw that. I only saw because when they ran on cable, they kept the Hogan scene in.
Right, and they thankfully, I think they soon after put it back. And it was funny too. And this is what here's another genius thing about that movie. Legion Norge, one of our Rambler extraordinaires, showed me a screen grab of the novelization of Gremlins 2. Remember how they do the movie novelizations?
Yeah.
And at the same point in the movie, in the book, the Gremlins kill the author. Like, it's great. Like, they break the fourth wall in the novelization, and the author is killed, and like a new author has to come in and finish writing it.
Finish the book.
Like, it's fucking. I'm telling you, that movie does not get enough credit. It was. Gremlins is just. I'm so in love with that franchise, and you should watch this when we're done on YouTube. I believe it's on YouTube. The John Wayne. Just type in John Wayne Gremlins 2.
I'll check that.
And
one
you're gonna be like
Hogan one.
You're gonna miss you're gonna think like you're gonna realize that Hogan thing was a great. But I mean, the fact that
I enjoyed it to me though, but it made the movie It made it a different film.
See, it
was no longer a sequel to Gremlins.
See, that's what I loved. It just said we are just going all out with this. And nowadays, like that would have been a fucking. I know Key and Peele made fun of. That if Gremlins 2 would have been like had it come out now, everyone would have said it's the greatest Adult Swim show ever, right? If it had just been like on it would have been it's completely meta. It's and especially I died laughing when the guy hold on, I know someone, and he walks into a theater and Hulk Hogan is just sitting there in his fucking trunks, and then the way he gets so like, oh, gremlins in the and then he cuts a promo on fucking Gremlins, and it might have been one of Hogan's best promos he's ever cut. Listen to me, you little gremlin dudes, you better put the movie back. Like, fucking amazing.
Maybe it's his finest hour.
I don't see how it's not. He never was better in a movie. Thunder Lips and that. That was it.
That's true.
Thunder Lips and that. That was it.
Yeah.
All the other ones fucking sucked. Thunder Lips and that one.
Judy.
I'm telling you, we have to have a Gremlins 2 appreciation night. It's better than you remember. I'm telling you.
I haven't. It's been a minute since I've seen it.
If you go into it looking at that, this film is literally a parody of all things 80s excess in film. And it then you're like, okay, I get it. And I think Phoebe Cates even has another stupid monologue. I remember it was like another holiday. Yeah, it was like another holiday that someone died in her family, and then like I think in this one they just cut her off. Like, okay, all right. Like it was, and so Gremlins, not even. I don't think it's anything close to a horror film. You look at it again, and you're like, God damn, it's like RoboCop. RoboCop is not a fucking movie about a heroic cop. It is making fun of the excess of 80s, right?
Well, it's social commentary, big time.
And I think Gremlins and Gremlins 2 are the same thing, just done through the window of the absurd slapstick comedy. I'm telling you, that's why I think The Darkest Hour was replacing the excellent Hogan promo with it was so bad, dude. The John Wayne thing.
They should have just had Hogan done the home video one where he's at home watching.
I know,
right?
He's at home watching
in his gear.
You little, I mean, exactly. That would have been fucking hysterical, but they killed it. It was like, what are you doing? But and there you did. That's how you light The Darkest Hour. Eddie just solved it. That's how you light it. Is you just have Hogan come out. But what a ramble! Jesus,
go for it. Yeah,
385. We talked about creeps at prom. Talked about Bobby Brown, Styx, cult leaders. It was just so much.
So much, everybody.
And then the only thing I too much to be free. The only thing I have ready for Ramble 386 is the Super Nintendo game that should have been, and it's Dick Enberg calls chicks he met at a bar.
How about that?
He just tries to get pussy. Dick Enberg
picking up pussy at a bar.
Yeah, tries to call chicks. He got their number at a bar. So there's that. And we will see you Friday for another Ramble Radio. We want to thank you all for tuning in. And until then, we love you all. You know where to find us. You know where to love us. Please do it. Stay safe out there. We love you guys.